Okay, so on your iPad, you have taken a video, a 3-second video, and what you're going to be doing is you're going to be bringing that into doing animations. So you're going to touch the icon that is the octopus, and you will see that it might open up into another screen, which you just saw that I had too. And what you do is you just touch that gallery button to get back to the screen that has all of these on it. So when you look at your rotoscope directions, the first thing it says to do is you're going to touch the plus sign. When you touch that plus sign, it gives you 3 options: new composition, new drawing, and import a clip. You want to touch new drawing. Perfect. Once you get there, there are 3 lines at the top of your iPad screen. You're going to touch those 3 lines, and this is where the layers come up. So the very first thing that you're going to do is you're going to touch the camera button on here, and it brings you up to these 3 options too, and I would touch the all, because there might be other videos on here too. For me, I did a few seconds of my feet walking. So I'm going to touch that video, and I'm going to then touch the word use. Perfect. The next thing that I would like you to do is now you can see there are layers. Just like when you are building a sandwich or a cheeseburger or anything else, you always put on layers. The nice part about layers is if you draw on one layer and you don't like it, you can delete it and you don't have to worry about erasing anything. Animators use a lot of layers all the time. So they draw their character in a layer, and then what they do is they color on another one. So this way they can constantly use the same drawing and they don't have to do it all the time. So the layers really help. What you're going to do is there are 3 lines on the side of the bottom layer, and you can see I'm touching those 3 lines, and I want you to move it to the top. So right now you have a blank layer on top of the video, and that's what I would like you to be. Make sure that you are still, the video is still blue, as you can see that. Okay, now touch off your screen and you're left with this. The next thing you're going to do is touch that little gear symbol on the top right, and we're going to change our ghost frames. Ghost frames are, you can see what you did before. So I don't like to see 3 frames before what I drew. It gets very confusing. So I'm just going to say 1. And I would like to also see 1 frame after. So the 1-to-1 helps. The next thing you're going to do is touch the eye. And when you touch the eye, this pops up. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to change the frame rate to 10. So you just slide it over to 10. And then we're going to switch the freeform to 1-to-1. Perfect. After you've done that, touch anywhere on your screen and you will now see that you have a square. And this is where you're going to make your image bigger. So I don't need to see everything of my feet. I just need to see my feet. And I want those to be the biggest image on here. Perfect. So I have my feet nice and big on here. And you can see if I shrink all of this, it helps me view it a little bit better. And I just want to have it in this spot. Okay. So we moved a little bit much. All right. Now, the next thing you're going to do is you're going to want to color. And you can see that on the bottom of my bar here, it won't let me touch the coloring icons. That's because I'm on the video layer. So you're going to go back up to that 3 lines. And when you touch it, what you're going to do now is touch the top layer. And then touch anywhere on your screen and it gets out. And now you can see that you can draw on here. So what we're going to do first is when you touch the color, pick a color, any color that you would like. Maybe this one I would like to do a purple. And already my paintbrush is selected. When I touch my paintbrush, up comes this box. And you can move this box anywhere that is easiest for you. And it says it's at 16. 16 is quite big, so if I start drawing, you can see it's a big line. The little left arrow and the bottom, if I touch that, it removes it. You can also erase it. A lot of times, I've seen people start drawing and they go, oh, I don't like it, and they go to erase it, and you see my eraser is really tiny. I could make my eraser nice and big. Okay. And then they go, Miss Holland, I can't draw. I don't know what to do. I can't draw. And it makes you a little crazy. You're still on eraser, so you need to make sure to go back to your paintbrush. The reason I like the paintbrush is if you use the pencil and you draw around with the pencil, it's going to fill that in. And that might be what you want. The pencil, you can draw any shape and it'll fill it in the way you want. You can easily do that if you would like. I find the paintbrush easier too. You can outline for your paintbrush, or you can make your paintbrush big and you can just do a nice thick layer like that, and that might be easier for you. Or you can bring that back down. I say about 10 or even 8.5 is pretty good. And you do your best drawing around your object. Okay? What you're going to do after you've done that first drawing is, remember, there's going to be 30. There's a little plus button. You're only going to touch that one. So you're going to plus it. And you're going to keep plussing until you get to 30. Okay? You might have some that are a little bit more, and you might not. But the nice part is you can see the action when you scroll through of your feet moving and what you've currently colored. So when I touch number 2, you can see the ghost image of what you drew previously to help guide you. And that's how that looks. Now it will automatically save. I'm going to touch my gallery button and I'm going to show you what I've done with my feet before. So here's my video, and I'm going to press the play button and you can see how it looks. And it just repeats it over and over again, which is pretty cool. So I've also done another one where it's myself moving, and you can see that one. Okay? Which you can change the colors and anything else that you would like. I didn't finish all of that, I was just playing around. So that's our first step, and then I'll show you the next steps after that.